Good afternoon.
Yeah. Maryann, I'm not happy at all. The voice of the little girl crying. Maryann, it's not as if I've been told about the story. I saw it with my own eyes passing, whereby they brought cow to a farmland in Jos, eating everything. Maryann, fasting has finished. See, now we preach to ourselves. Whether you being Christian or Muslim, let's just love one another. We can't just because of hatred. I hate these people. I will go. It is on Maryann. See, this law they are bringing that if you do self defense, they will come against you to argue by Maryann. It's becoming because of the anger in me. It's becoming as if it is better that way. What is it? What is it? What is it? What do we buy from them? What is it? What are we owing them? What are we owing them for God's sake? Thank you, Maryann.
Thank you very much, Rita, for calling. It's I'm really trying to not be emotional about it, because when I saw that video, I really cursed in my mind. I did. Because I'm thinking, if that were my family, or maybe if that was President Tinubu's family, or Vice President Shetima's family, or maybe Godswill Akpabio's family, or maybe Tajuddin Abbas's family, or maybe, I don't know, the Chief of Army Staff or the Chief of Air Staff or Nuhu Ribadu's family. I'm just thinking, would something have been done? Would they have fit? Because I don't understand the speed at which, and I'm not in any way, I'm putting out a caveat. I'm not in any way saying that what happened in Uromi was great or not. But nobody has investigated why hunters would move with guns from the north to Uromi. Where's the license for the hunting and the guns? But then nobody's allowed to carry out any form of violence, let alone kill people in jungle justice manner. But the speed at which they caught the perpetrators and they're in Abuja, where's that speed to catch the perpetrators in Plateau, to catch the perpetrators in Katsina, to catch the perpetrators in Benue? Where is that same speed? Is my question. I'd love Nuhu Ribadu and his friends to respond to me. Anyway, let's go back to the phone line, shall we? Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Peter Monse from Shomolu. Maryann, I just asked God for the grace for me. I was able to contain my tears when you play that audio clips. I want to make a suggestion, Maryann. Under APC government, we have been able to replace two important national emblems in Nigeria. During NSAS program, the blood of Nigerian youth was soaked in our national flag. When they say raise the flag, sit down, sing the national anthem, the army opened fire and killed them. The blood soaked the flag. And now I want to suggest that audio that you play now should become the new national anthem of Nigeria. They should play that every time in the National Assembly. They should send the audio clips to Tinubu in France, that whatever they have, any United Nations program, they should play that this is the new national anthem for Nigeria under Tinubu. And
you're just being emotional. That's not going to happen, Peter. But thank you very much for calling.
Because this is bad. This is evil.
Calling. All right. Thank you for calling. It's quite a bitter pill to swallow. It's okay for you to be anonymous on social media and sending me messages or saying these what do they call us, wailing whalers have come again. Oh, when Buhari was here, were they not killing people? Is that a joke? For those of you, they pay 5,000 or 10,000, even if they pay you 50,000 to continuously tweet rubbish and attack people on Facebook and on social media because you're faceless and you remain that way. I feel sorry for you, because he might come knocking on your door soon. Do you see that it's coming home to roost? And we're still making political statements. Let me remind you what Nuhu Ribadu said the last time, because these things we've before now. I remember when Kofi and I we were the host of the Morning Crossfire back in the day, and we talked about these issues of Boko Haram. Then Jonathan was president. A lot of people kept shushing it like it wasn't our problem here. Please, let's talk about our own problems. They are Nigerians that were being killed, innocents. And you forget that we live everywhere. We go everywhere. Some of our brothers and sisters are police officers and soldiers and ministry workers who have been transferred from point A to point B. So you can't just shrug it off. How do we get government to be responsible to us in a way that we can stop our people from dying senselessly? It might not be their brother, it might not be their sister, it might not be their immediate family members, but how many more people have to die? And this message is to you, who's on social media, die, Mr. Rabadu. So, what are you going to do about it? Let's talk, guys. I want to take one quick call and then we'll go to WhatsApp and I'll read some of your messages. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, good afternoon.
Turn off your radio, please.
The point I will raise here is that the Northerners know what is happening as regard to this. It's a killing in the North. If the Nigerian government can decide as the elders in the North.
We shouldn't be talking about if.
Like,
this is why we have a government. Should we be saying if?
Problem. Let them stop the problem. They know. They know what is happening in the North. They know. The emirs and the rest of them, they know what is happening.
Yeah, but they're not your governors. They're not your president. They're not the chief of army staff.
Listen, what I'm trying to say is, all those elders in the North, they know what is happening. So they use it to make something to themselves. If you ask them to go, like what Oka did during the Babangida coup, let them go and solve the problem. If there's something, let them come back to Nigeria. You will see that problem will solve.
Okay.
Let them go.
Thank you very much. Let them solve the problem. But if you have a government that's got the will, because it seems like we're playing ping pong with the issue. We know what the problem is. My guest was here last week talking about the fact that there's a hate message that has been preached. So let the governors, let the president, let the army chiefs, let there be a standing order. We shoot at sight. If we hear you want to be a hater, you die a hater. But we just keep playing in kids' gloves. It's like we want our more people to be killed. I don't know. Is this a joke? I understand that there are people who have their hands in it. So if you're heard in any way, in any quarter, in any room, preaching the hate message, you go down first. Maybe it's time for us to read the riot act. But who's going to do it? Because it looks like everybody's shying away from it. The president is saying the governor should. Okay. And when he does, where does he get his backing from? I'm not trying to absolve anybody. Everybody has a role to play. The imam, the pastors, the chiefs, the elders, and those who think that some other people are humans and the rest are pigs. Those people also have a responsibility. And if they don't carry out that responsibility, they go down for it. But who's going to take that step is the question. Coming back to the phone lines in a bit. Let me go to WhatsApp and read some of your messages. Apologies, I think we're no longer live on YouTube. Someone here says, just Google now about the new president of El Salvador and what he's doing in his country about terrorists and the most dangerous criminal gangs in the world. Here, all we hear is marching order. For 8 years, Buhari was giving marching orders with no conscience. Tinubu said he will continue Buhari's legacies and he's doing it perfectly. Where is Tinubu giving the marching orders from, by the way? Godfrey from Surulere. I guess you know the answer, yes? This one says, Maryann, the Fourth Republic will start with Obasanjo and end with Jonathan. I'm sure you're saying the Fourth Republic started with Obasanjo and ended with Jonathan. What we have now is a government of politicians for INEC and for the judiciary. Someone says, so many people have been given so many... what are you talking about, sir? How is this my business? The only way this killing will stop is fasting 1 month. No killing. Now fasting don't finish. Killing don't start. Someone says the fact remains that there are individuals out there who are not directly involved in the killings but are the engine room of all that's happening. If our military deploy technology and the same people will frustrate it, even if the American SWAT team comes here, they'll endanger their lives. These people are everywhere, Maryann. Former President Jonathan told us clearly that they're even in his cabinet. If our military risk their lives to arrest them, they'll be released by the following day. Right before your eyes is the agenda unfolding and the government of the day can do nothing. I'm ashamed of my country, Maryann. This is to say the least. What a sad scenario playing out. in our land. This is from Tony. This one here says, the PDP governors saying no measure is their own cup of tea. For me, Peter Obi should not contest 2027 election. If he does, I will vigorously campaign against him. With Tinubu's presidency of Muslim and most appointments from Southwest, it's now better we jettison every aspect of zoning. Let the North present a candidate and we will all support him. No more zoning. It's not in our constitution. This is from Chris in Accra. Chris. Someone here says, have you seen the fowls eating their own intestines? How will Shatima walk against where he belongs? Go back to him as governor of Borno State in 2014 on Chibok girls kidnapped. Olawale sent us that one. Okay, thank you very much. So someone's helping me confirm that Gowon is from Plateau State, but he's not the governor. So I don't understand. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate it. Someone here says, Tinubu is giving matching order to an elected governor that has no control or authority over the security apparatus in his state. Who's giving the president a matching order to fix insecurity in every part of the country? The president is joking with citizens' life. A commander-in-chief that is always abdicating his responsibility is a clueless president. Michael from Yaba here says, too many messages. The situation in Plateau is indeed terrible and disheartening. Just hope and pray a lasting solution is preferred as soon as possible. For the PDP, I think we might as well zero our minds on pushing out the APC in 2027 because it is a party whose house is not in order. That all parties will come, which all the other parties will come and join. It is well, he says. Okay. All right, this one says, good afternoon, Maryann. The president is giving marching orders to the governor. Is indeed comical. The killings on Plateau sadly will not stop unless the people are allowed to defend themselves. The military will not stop the killings because the herders do not own the cattle, but the top northern oligarchs, the top politicians and ex-military officers. Note that there is no single strike in Plateau without a prior knowledge. Lower Plateau is in peace now because the locals have deployed the capacity to defend themselves. Jake from Surulere. Thank you. Polly Demodia here says, the president giving matching orders to the governor from God knows where. Is the governor now the commander-in-chief? What is the governor expected to do against AK-47 wielding terrorists attacking innocent citizens from the clip you played? They're obviously Christians. I weep for Nigeria, where a country that the sitting president can go about catching crews outside the country while his country is on the siege. Really, I should have thought that the president would be back by yesterday if he really seriously is concerned about the people. But nobody's saying anything. He's giving marching orders. And somebody called to ask, where's the vice president? Although I have a thing against just visits and, giving handouts. We don't want you to visit our state. We need solutions. Maybe that should be the way forward. Who's going to bell the cat is the question. I'm coming back to the phone lines. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. Sorry about that. Do call me back if that was you. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann.
Turn off your radio.
Okay, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
My name is Sam from Owe.
Go ahead.
It's very pathetic, and I don't think this is in Nigeria when we were growing up, the Nigeria we wanted to be. I'm a man of over 60, going to 70. How can we continually hear and see people die every day? They are dying as foul, as if there is no government. If you go to some stations, I don't want to measure the stations, they are saying that insecurity has gone down since the coming of this president. And I think otherwise. What are we going to do as a country? Are we going to wait until this evil come upon us? The fact that it's happening just today does not mean that it cannot get to Lagos or other part of this thing. I regretted not going out of this country some years back. My children and every other, I will expect them to stay here much further. Thank you, Maryann.
Thank you for calling. Mercy is calling us from Agbara. Hello, Mercy.
My dear sister Maryann, good afternoon, ma.
Turn off your radio.
My dear sister, let's move away from this. You see, Maryann, Tell me that this country, they don't know what they are doing. I'm telling you, with my full chest, all my blood, my water, everything is this country. You can't tell me that this country, our leader, they don't know what they are doing. You will tell me that somebody within full eye, within full eye, on Sunday you are going to church. What are we reading in the church, in the Bible? On Friday we go to mosque. Is it the thing they are not telling them to be doing this? We doesn't have leader in this country. We are just deceiving ourselves. That we cannot speak for ourselves. If we stand there for this country to fight for ourselves, this thing will stop. If this community is not like, we don't stand up for ourselves.
So, I mean, if we all decide...
Our community.
Mercy, what is the essence of having law enforcement and a government if the people themselves have to resort to self-help?
My dear, what is our leader that stand for? What is their work?
All right, Mercy.
All
right, thank you, Mercy. Thank you, Mercy. Your time is up. Thank you very much for calling. I mean, I will not support self-help, but if we now have to resort to self-help, why do we have a government? Why do we have law enforcement? Why is Nuhu Ribadu being paid? Why is Matawale being paid? Why are they appointed to those roles? Why do we have all these security chiefs if we all have to resort to self-help? And I will not advocate for that. Why do we have these guys there? Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Ambrose.
Go ahead.
Maryann, the PDP governors met. When they met, what did they discuss about? How to wrestle power. They didn't, look, Bauchi, the chairman of the PDP Governors Forum is from Bauchi, and they are neighborhoods to Jos, Plateau State. By the way, Yakubu Gowon is from Plateau, is from Lantan.
I know.
Yes. So now
someone corrected
they
us.
met, and they met to say that they want to wrestle power. Why didn't they address the issue at hand? The killings in Jos, the killings in Plateau State. These people, like you said, they did
mention in their communique about the killings.
It was passive, Maryann. This thing is supposed to go beyond that. It is supposed to be a serious matter because government is all about security. If there is no security of life, then what are we doing? And Mr. President, as we speak, is in France. Nobody is saying he should come. The man is trying to take care of his health. That's the truth. So, but if he has not come, why? Yeah, I keep on saying this on radio. He said he's going to, employ 50 million youths into the military. Why has he not done that? See.
All right, I have to let you go because of time. Thank you very much for calling. I was actually waiting for you to land. I have just about 10 more minutes on the clock, but I just want to read some more messages that are coming in on our social media. On X, Joy Forever says, does Mutfwang control military and securities? Who will carry out the order? PDP governors are not opposition, but extension of the APC. Merger is needed to form for the formidable opposition. TCN wants to cut us off because you're talking about 40 trillion naira debt. I laughed when I read Hamzat lamenting about discos and the bills. Okay. Thank you, Joy Forever. It's crazy. Things that we have to deal with. I'm trying to scroll through some of these messages. Okay. Let me read some more messages on WhatsApp. Someone says, the failure and antics of this government, particularly in security, will surely pass that of Buhari's government. It's just a pity that marauders and their hypocritical partners have overtaken governance and politics of almost the entire northern region and spreading even further. Who's surprised that Alia is stopping Peter Obi from visiting the IDP camp when it's clear that he is ashamed of the woeful failure of himself and his party? Please, where are all those who called us whalers for complaining about monumental failures? Are they still calling us whalers? Yomi from Maryann Okon here says, on incessant killings in Plateau State as well as Benue State, who are the people perpetrating these killings? For how long should the blood of Plateau be shed? It's coming closer to us. The leaders see it as a political war, but it's more than that. Later, these wicked people will take over the land. Context in our election. Get to our National Assembly. Think on this. There is a bigger issue. How many of you listened to the former House of Representative member from Taraba State who spoke about the hate that is being preached? We never hear anybody address that issue. Nobody in power address that issue. Why? Why do we not start from there? I'm just thinking, if this is what is at the core, that one person sees the other as an animal and he himself as human, that's the beginning of the problem, because it's okay to just take that life because that's an animal. You can slaughter an animal. So, but what gives that person that idea? Of course, they have been mentored and tutored from a particular age that, look, this person is beneath you. They're not even persons, they're pigs. They should be killed. Do you remember Rwanda? If you don't know the story of Rwanda, go read it. Let me read some more messages. This one says, I never said Gowon is governor. I'm only telling you that he's from Plateau State. Yeah, I know. But I'm saying, is he the governor? What do you expect Gowon to do? Because the caller called and said, oh, but Gowon is from there. So, it's like saying that, what's their name? Militants are emerging from the water and beginning to kill people on land. He says, but Jonathan is from there. Is he the governor? Or is he the president? Is he the chief of army staff or the chief of naval staff? What's he supposed to do? Talk? But we're all talking. What has he brought? This one here says, the same government that declared state of emergency in River State within a twinkle of an eye is silent now when Christians are killed in Plateau. Why can't we have a state of emergency declared in Plateau? I blame Nigeria for accepting a Muslim presidency. 2027, we're ready for the APC. Arab money from Ikeja. I don't think that that's the problem. Yes, it might be a problem to you, but I don't think that that's the problem. Why? Because this hate crime or this hate thing that has been taught to children in the guise of we're teaching you religion has been before the Muslim ticket. Why wasn't it addressed? Why are these leaders all shying away from the truth and window dressing, or rather putting a plaster on the cancer? I want the answer, and these leaders need to answer us, but we're not posing the questions to them, are we? Someone here says, my name is Lannery from Yaba. The problem is ourselves, because the northern people know them. They eat together. How can you say the president should do something, or you want him to carry guns? What's your name? Lannery, clap for yourself. This one says, this is enough for a president in a sane country to resign. He has completely failed Nigerians. This is from Godfrey. He says, we've become so accustomed with bad governance and it's a shame. Back to the phone lines. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Turn off your radio. Please, guys, when you call, turn off your radio.
Yes, my radio is off. This thing that is happening in Plateau State, is it not year time for the same president that declared River state of emergency to declare this state of emergency? People are dying every day. Nobody is talking. Nobody is speaking. Last week Friday, man called from Adamawa, say whenever they hold all these people, take them to police. Police will release them. They will come after them. Now police is our worst enemy. President is no more here. He's now dumb and deaf. Assuming these people dying are from his family, will he going to keep quiet? He can't talk. His team will be waiting. He cannot talk. None of them, all of them are dumb and deaf now. We keep bragging the other side, they cannot talk. All those soldiers in the River State, you should move them to Plateau State. Arrest my case.
Thank you for calling. Did you just speak in tongues? Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. All right, I'm not going to tell anybody to turn off their radio. If you call and I hear that whole back, I cut it off. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Amos. I'm calling from Ikoyi.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to correct a particular caller, the one that said we should make that national, that singing to the national anthem, that song. And permit me to say this, and I will interpret it in English. That same Jesus that will come one day for us is the same Jesus that said in the book of Luke chapter 22 verse 36. They should go and read it, which is in Hausa it says, "Who set the kayanku to theater go machine." What does it mean? Read the book of Luke chapter 22 verse 36. Then on a particular caller that says the northern and we know everything. Yes, we know. But it's beyond our power. Because we kind of look at the religion aspect. Are we going to rely on the security? Go up north. There's nothing like security in northern Nigeria. If we have security in northern Nigeria, the soldiers, the police, in which agenda are they in the system?
So are you, Amos, are you implying that the security agencies are against the Christians in the north?
Yes.
How
the
so?
The security agency, okay. Let me tell you this. If a Christian cleric speaks in northern Nigeria, it will be picked. Have you seen the sheikh, the imams that have been making a sort of call in Hausa? As I'm talking to you, invite any call or invite anybody, can call you their names. And nothing the government has done. What have they done? Nothing. What is happening with a single community of Muslims, it will all over the nation. What is happening with them? Put my call now on the people is line. We faced some challenge in 2011, 2012, till now in Southern Kaduna. They should please wake up. The governor should wake up. Let him not rely on the federal government. Let him call in people. I could remember when Idris was the former speaker, deputy speaker of, I could remember what he said now, sir, when he visited Plateau State. And I can say to you, which is not free radio friendly.
No, please don't say it.
I'm not going to say it. But I know what he says. He is a Muslim in Plateau State when Femi Bajabiamila was a speaker. So we know everything. It is an agenda that I normally used to say, please the Southerners should wake up. If Nigeria is not one, let the Southerners wake up and just let us develop their region and let's not face what is.
All right. Amos, thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate your thoughts, and my heart really goes out to the people that are being subjected to these kind of killings. But something has to give. Yvonne is here with the news at the top of the hour. On the other side of the clock, Community U Report. You don't want to miss it. Stay with us. It's still Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info.
.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.